Take me on. Target individuals. Reading. They're using the hermetics and the what's the T? If you want a personalised one, they do start from 10 quid recorded. Please bear in mind that I'm away from the 17th of November, so the prices will show more than that. So if you can still get one, but it's going to be through the roof. So wait until I get back, save this, and then come back and then get one then. Right. Take me on. Bring it on. Right. I've got that song, that 80s song. I think it's Duran Duran, but I don't think it is. I think I've got it wrong. So do comment if take on me. It's that song. Anyway, yeah, you've got someone in your energy who is trying to take you on. They're trying to pull you down. They're trying to manipulate the situation. Now, I'm going to use the word, these fools. That's exactly what they are, because everything that you have been through, everybody who has tried to take you on and failed to defeat you, and have started to receive their karma, still people try to have a go, right? Now, the sad fact is there are very, 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 very minute 2%, if not less, people out there, probably 0.2%, and they're the people who actually get through the whole videos and engage. It's what the 2% and then the 0.2% is, who don't want to take advantage of people. You know, somebody I know came to me about probably getting on for about 2 years ago now, and they said to me, "It's worse than you think. There is no light. You are the light." And what that basically means is that, it's worse than you think. The majority of people would sell their grandmother. Probably not that long ago. How long was it? About a year and a half ago. Anyway, right. So, bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles, Lord of Prudence in the reverse, right? That's then followed up by Lord of Abundance in the reverse, Sun card in the reverse, right? What this feels like is that these people or this person, they're not being very prudent, right? They're taking a risk at trying to stop your abundance and stop your Sun card, your happy ever after, whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. It comes down to arrogance, right? Now, the problem is, in the world right now, more and more people are slipping into narcissistic tendencies, because what happens is the fear, the panic sets in. So you take something like when we went through the BS COVID thing, right? The panic sets in. There's not going to be enough food. There's not going to be enough this. And the narc people, they just walk straight to the supermarket. They wouldn't stay in the queue. They grab as much stuff as they can, because it's that selfish survival mentality. And what's happening is, with the state of the world, as things get worse, as prices keep rising, it's sort of a con, it's a lie. There's enough resources for everybody. People are panicking and they're slipping into this. I could take control of that. I could have that. I want that. Now you've worked hard. 333 on the timer I've just clocked. You've worked hard. You've hustled. You've put the hours in every day to get to where you are, and you're not even where you should be yet. You've not hit that star power yet, and they know it. So they're trying to take it or knock you off your perch before you get there. The irony of it is, you're extremely highly divinely protected, and the irony of it is that they know this, yet they still try. They still try, because they're too in their human ego. They're too human. You're a chosen one, okay? Maybe a starseed, right? And they know it, but because you're not from around here, right? And they're not evolved enough. When you talk about things astrally or in an ethereal sense, these people are just chimps. At best, they're Neanderthals bashing rocks together. And that might trigger people. If it triggers you, then you're one of them. Otherwise, you'll kind of go, not very nice, Richard, but okay, I understand what you're saying. And they just keep trying. Now, the best thing you can do, and some of you won't like me saying this because you might be a little bit on the fluffier side of the chosen path, you need to accept it. you need to accept who you are. You need to accept that you are here for a particular moment in time, for a particular mission, and these people around you, they're just chimps. They're just chimps. Most of them aren't. You're not here to save them all. The majority aren't elevating. They're going to stay stuck in the 3D. Your job, like my job, is to try and get as many across to the 5D as possible. Okay, these false light workers, these false starseeds, these dark starseeds, these entity-based souls, they haven't got a chance. They haven't got a chance. Right, Three of Swords in the reverse, Lord of Sorrow. So that's coming to an end. For too long, Justice in the reverse. You've not got the justice you deserve. And the Devil card, you've been chased by the Devil. King of Wands in the reverse position, Chariot of the Fires. So you've just been chased by this dark, toxic, masculine energy, probably your whole life, if you're like me. You know, as soon as you've been born, you've been put in a place in the family where it's all about being about control, manipulation. We were having a conversation the other night, and I was talking about how, you know, specifically my mother and my sister used to humiliate me all the time. Basically, humiliation rituals. Go and get the photo out of him with no trousers on. Fucking weird, really, really weird. Tickling me until I'd wet myself, and then telling everybody about it. What's wrong with you people? Humiliation rituals, right? Two of Wands in the reverse position, Lord of Dominion. Okay, so you're kind of breaking free of that because it's a little bit of a kind of devilly hand, if you want to call it that, and then we've got the kind of ram schools on top of the wands there. So you're breaking free of this toxic pattern and cycle. Your discernment or your pattern recognition is on fire right now. You're seeing through all the false offers. You're seeing through all the manipulation tactics. You're being told by your true ones, your army. You're being told what's being said about you. Your boss daddy. Your boss daddy. An offer, right? So you've got a genuine offer coming in, genuine tensions, a door opening. Are you ready to receive? So there's some good offer coming through. Okay. Don't be afraid to keep speaking your truth. Okay. The lies are starting to be exposed. The masks are starting to fall. Now, I've had people come to me recently and they've said, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? And I've just gone, oh, you know, that's good. At least they're getting the karma. Because for me, I'm not going to be smug about it. I'm not going to be, you know, oh great, because you know, at the end of the day, I'm disappointed in people, really disappointed. Because if you've mucked up, just admit it, apologise, take your karma, take your astral spanking, and then make your changes and get on with life. Okay. I don't want to see anybody hurt, and I don't. I don't hate anybody, and I don't. But I want people to learn their lessons. Screenshot, caught in 4K, saving receipts, facts over feelings. Dust it off, right? Dust it off. So I feel like this is saying this has something to do with something from the past, where you might have taken some screenshots. Don't delete them, for the love of God. Keep hold of them, but dust it off. Dust that fusty, crusty energy. This has something to do with somebody who's got a threatening nature. Power plays, controlling, pressure. You feel unsafe. I don't feel like you do feel unsafe. They're a spiritual hater. Mad you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. Okay. They've attempted and failed. Okay. I think that this person or these people, they know that. They know that. These aren't the usual suspects. These are new people. Might have been kind of in your energy for a short period of time, or you might not even know them, you know. They've got groupies. Want you back, didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate, too little, too late. Okay, they've realised they've cocked up. They've realised that there's no coming back from this, and at some point, I think they might approach you. So just be mindful of that. I just saw 929 on the timer. You're going places. Just sit in that power. No, this BS is going off. I think you already realised that, and then just keep pushing forward. You'll be fine.